Greetings and salutations. I mean this now more so than ever. No one asked for this video. I've been, on Twitter talking about Percy Jackson for like a couple of hours straight. And I've been talking about like percabeth for like a while. And I posted a TikTok that was like percabeth oriented today. And all the comments are about percabeth. So I've had a lot of conversations about percabeth today is the point of this. And so I would like to talk about what I think is the best percabeth moment in the history of percabeth. Haha, I love good content. So I know a lot of people think like the best percabeth moments are like the rivalry ends here, I love you wise girl, or like the best underwater kiss of all time, whatever. Very valid, great moments, them falling into Tartarus, great moments, but you're all fucking wrong, okay? The absolute best percabeth moment is book 1, it's The Lightning Thief, it's because you're my friend, Seaweed Brain, any more stupid questions. And I'm gonna fucking tell you why. Annabeth, every moment we've known Annabeth at this point in the story, we know that her whole motivation, her whole thing is making her mum proud of her. Everything she's doing is to make her mum proud of her and to make her feel like, she can prove to the gods that she belongs. Percy believes that Annabeth would not be helping him in this quest if it wasn't for the fact that she needed the quest to prove to her mum that she was enough. Percy doesn't feel like Annabeth is in this for him at any point. At this point. What am I saying? Although Percy thinks it's stupid that Annabeth is holding on to this grudge from their parents, he fully thinks Annabeth is going to continue holding on to this grudge of, their parents' rivalry. And so when she tells him, I just know that I'll be fighting next to you, he is so confused. He genuinely can't respond with anything other than why, because he doesn't get it, because everything he's known about Annabeth is that she just wants to prove herself to her mum, and here she is telling him that she would defy her mum to fight with him and to be on his side, and he doesn't get it. And here's the thing, he doesn't get it because up until a year ago when he met Grover, he didn't have friends. Percy isn't someone who has a bunch of friends. He doesn't have friends accessible to him at all. He's never been the type to have long or substantial friendships, or friendships that even mean anything, until Grover. He has one best friend, and that's pretty much, Grover's the only best friend he's ever really had. So he doesn't understand, and so having her be like, because you're my friend, Seaweed Brain, and she says that as if it's an obvious thing, but it's not to him, and it means so much to him, because everything he knows about this girl is wrong, because she's not just in it to prove it to her mum. Now she's his friend. Now they are a team, and he knows that she's going to be on his side no matter what, because the biggest thing he thought to her was making her mum proud of her, but she is completely going against everything that her mum would want, because we even knew her mum is not a fan of Percy, and Annabeth knows the mum would not be a fan of Percy because that really deep-seated rivalry with Poseidon. Annabeth knows this, and she doesn't care. This friendship already means more to her within a couple days, and that means everything to Percy, and that's the basis of their entire relationship. Every iconic percabeth moment from that point is built on that. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. I will, just because I haven't been filming for very long, I will actually talk about another really underrated percabeth moment that I think is one of the best as well, which is when Percy and Annabeth are in Tartarus and they're at the doors of death, and Percy kind of says to her, you go in and now hold the button shut. And she's just like, no, you promised me we're never getting away from each other ever again. And he's like, you're impossible. And she goes, love you too. That moment is so important in terms of, can you tell I'm an Annabeth stan? That moment is so important in terms of Annabeth's character, because she, really bad throughout the entire first series, and even a little bit through Heroes of Olympus, has shown some really, really intense abandonment issues and issues with jealousy because of those abandonment issues, and feeling like everyone who she loves and everyone who she just considers her family leaves her or doesn't want her, which makes her leave them. And so having her say, love you too, even in this offhanded little moment, is so important, because Percy hasn't said I love you to her yet, but he has proven that he loves her enough that she, abandonment issues and all, understands it without him saying it, and fully comprehends it, and isn't going to let them be driven apart, even though in the past she just had to deal with everyone leaving her or she would leave, and she's not letting that happen again. And she knows he loves her without him saying it, and that's huge for her. And I feel like no one really talks about that, but like she finally has the emotional maturity and the emotional understanding and the stability in the relationship as well through her entire history with Percy, that he's not leaving, she's not leaving, she loves him and he loves her, and she knows that, and she doesn't have to worry about that. That's not a question for her. It's a fact. I could elaborate on that scene more, but I'm not going to. Maybe one day I'll do a video of just talking about like my favourite percabeth moments. Like my top 10 or something. That could be fun. No one fucking wants to hear that, but that would be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching this absolute fucking garbage. I love you very much, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah.